Consequently, the committee expects the effects on inflation of higher commodity prices to be transitory. As the increases in commodity prices moderate, inflation should decline toward its underlying level.
All right, there's that T word again, transitory. By far, it's the Fed's favorite catch-all term of the moment, used to explain away painful price inflation and our anemic economic growth as of the first quarter. But I'm going to tell you what word the great Bernanke did not use in today's historic press conference, yesterday's historic press conference, one that perhaps he should have, and that is stagflation. It is now time for a Kudlow 101. Let me go right into it. Let me make this point before we put anything up on the charts. I'm going to make this point right away. First of all, you can have slow growth with rising inflation at the same time. We saw this in the 1970s. Right now, we are seeing a miniature version of the 1970s. Let me show you the facts first, and then we'll see if we can convince you of it. First of all, here's your real GDP growth. Notice how it's down to 1.8%. It's been actually falling now for the past 4 or 5 quarters. It is going nowhere. There are a lot of headwinds like gasoline prices and so forth and so on. That's fact number one. Fact number two, we had a bad inflation number today, 3.8% inside that GDP report. The consumption deflator, the consumer deflator, whoa, look at this, 3.8%. So look, what is stagflation? It means the inflation rate is rising much faster than the economic growth rate. And a lot of people, conventional economists, say that can't be. Strong growth causes inflation, not weak growth. But in the 1970s, we had weak growth, high unemployment, and double-digit inflation. Why is this? Why are the conventional thinkers wrong? Because inflation is not caused by too many people working or growth that's too strong. Inflation is a monetary problem. When the Fed prints too much money, money that people don't want, when they want bad money. You want to see some bad money? There is the U.S. dollar index going back about a year. It is down 17%. The dollar's actually been falling for quite some time. But I'm just saying the Fed is creating more money that anybody knows what to do with. And that excess money creation working through the falling dollar, as illustrated by soaring gold and soaring commodities and soaring oil and soaring silver. All that is starting to work itself into the prices of goods and services. And guess what? Bad money, a bad dollar, the Bernanke buck, as I'm taking to calling it, is causing higher inflation even while the economy is slowing down. And it's a nasty witch's brew. It troubles me despite the good corporate profits. All right, final point. As I said in the intro, Mr. Bernanke thinks slow growth is transitory. Mr. Bernanke thinks the higher inflation rate is transitory, and therefore he must think that the stagflation threat is transitory. How does he know this? Why do we think it's transitory? The dollar keeps falling even today and yesterday during his news conference, and gold and silver prices keep rising. Why do we think it's transitory? So that's my question. How does the Bernanke know that stagflation is transitory?